What is a sunset clause? In our experiences, this is a term that's often discussed and often misunderstood. In this podcast, we take the opportunity to discuss what is a sunset clause. A sunset clause is a common condition included within a contract to sale when purchasing a property off the plan. It's a common term discussed among friends, but we want to help you understand that it isn't a bad term. Many take this as a problematic issue when buying. Sunset clauses are usually included as a way of protecting the interests of both parties when it comes to a sale. The sunset clause refers to the maximum time in which the developer to finish their project on hand. It's irrelevant if it's a house, townhouse, or an apartment. The sunset clause timeframes differ from each project. The larger the development, the longer the sunset clause. A large high-rise apartment may need 3 to 5 years to construct, while a boutique townhouse project may only need 12 months. If your property is not finished by this time, you are legally entitled to walk away from your contract and receive your deposit back in full. With lending becoming more challenging for developers, many sunset clauses are being set to 5 years. The banks request this to provide themselves with comfort that the project will be delivered on time. As the bank is funding the project, this condition also needs to satisfy them. The extended timeframe allows for any delays the developer may experience, including wet weather, council approvals, illnesses, etc. What happens if the sunset clause is surpassed? It's not a regular occurrence, but this can certainly happen. If you're really set on moving in or investing into the property, but worried the project won't finish in time, your conveyancer can correspond with the developer's solicitor to extend the sunset clause. You can draft some legal documents that are countersigned by both the buyer and the developer, or vendor. With the assistance of a property advisor, they will help you in advance. With good communication, a developer doesn't want the buyer to rescind the contract, so a buyer should always draw comfort that if the build has plenty of time to meet the sunset clause, it will. Where can I find out how long the sunset clause goes for? If you are wanting to buy off the plan, the sunset clause terms are included in the contract to sale. Your conveyancer or solicitor can review the contract to sale and explain the terms of your agreement. If you are uncomfortable with the length of the sunset clause timeframe, in some circumstances, a developer or vendor may be able to reduce it. This should, however, be looked on with caution. In the event you proceed with a shorter sunset clause, the developer or vendor also has the right to rescind the contract. This will be very frustrating if the property increased in value during your construction. If you'd like to learn more about buying off the plan, please don't hesitate to contact us. We specialise in sourcing brand new and off the plan properties for buyers. You can look at us at www.crestproperty.net.au. Thanks for listening.